o'clock, a whistle blew, my blue collar week is through. Topped off the ragtop tank and picked up my crew. A case of brew and the igloo with 2 bags of gas station ice. We're gonna make it to the Gulf Shore coast if it takes all night. Everybody's looking for a temporary romance, and no last names, no phone numbers, no strings attached. Nobody's looking for love, just 2 nights and 3 fun field days, a Gulf Coast getaway.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Bob Getz, producer and sometimes host on this TV show. And with me to my right is
Ron Gagnon with a howdy.
And with us today, I was going to say we have a young man, because technically he is younger than us. Not by much, but he's still younger than us, by the name of Ron Hutton of Southbound Train Band. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Now, I'm sure glad that we met online through basically through Sue Walton, a promoter. Your band resides in Ridgedale, Missouri. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Ridgedale, Missouri, about 6 miles south of Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, we were supposed to go there this year, but because like when I talked with you with the Ebola scare, and we weren't going to make that trip. I'm sorry. But now, your band members, I'm going to include you on that, is from all around the area. When I say the area, Texas, Tennessee, Missouri. Anybody else?
Yeah, we got one that's from, actually, he's originally from California. We got our bass player, Dave. He's actually from Boston. Then we got me, and I was born in Munich, Germany, but I was raised here by Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, we won't hold that against you.
Phil is from Texas. Elaine Bride is from Texas.
Now, if I read correctly, and I hope you correct me, now you're the drummer, and I don't want to use the word owner, the leader of the pack kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the drummer and the one that's got to make the last decision.
Okay.
You're the one that actually started Southbound Train.
Yes.
Okay. You actually had the opportunity of playing with or alongside individuals like Billy Joel Royal, Tommy Overstreet, and the late Keith Whitley. Now,
Correct.
Those are individuals that bring us back a little bit, which is if you were talking to somebody that was young looking at country, they won't know who those people are.
No, they don't. I run across that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like, who the heck is Tommy Overstreet? He was good. Billy Joel Royal.
He was really good in his time. I think he had like 16 #1 hits. Gwen, Congratulations, and songs like that. Really nice gentleman.
Yeah.
And who's going to forget Keith Whitley?
Well, I don't know anybody that really could. I know Jesse, his son, has tried to follow in his footsteps, but it's just one of them people. It's not going to happen, and it's in May of '89 is when he passed. So
yeah,
right, yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it had to do with chemicals or drugs, whatever.
Well, actually, it was to do with alcohol.
Oh.
We can't get into the real reason, but no, it wasn't actually drugs. It was alcohol.
It's because that was a ways back, and we're getting old and senile on this end.
Excuse me, who are you?
Yeah, we won't go there. For something, I'll talk to you off camera. But no, I just with Keith Whitley, he was out. That guy could play and perform. And the thing is that the only thing I can remember, it was something that wasn't natural.
Right.
So
That's correct.
now, you're going to know it now that you probably, since I don't think I've told you, but the intro to the show, we normally have our own song that Ron actually wrote and sung. And this is our normal standard show song. But we actually used your song, Gulf Coast Getaway.
Oh, yeah.
To intro. It's going to be about a minute 12, give or take, just so we can get from the beginning up to the what I call the initial breakaway before it rehashes itself.
Right.
And going through all the songs that we got, that to me was the one that I wanted to showcase to start with, because that's only going to be a partial. The other songs I did not want to do partials because you'll see why as we go, and
Right.
when we go, you'll know exactly why because you guys wrote it. So
I tell you, listening to that song made me want to go to the Gulf Coast.
It
especially
does,
with,
don't it?
especially with the weather we were having up here.
so
I know one of my other songs that's been playing pretty hot and heavy on the internet here the last couple of days is Bottoms Up.
and now
Yeah.
the next two questions I have is, can you tell us the reasoning behind the title Gulf Coast Getaway? I mean, when you hear it, you'll understand why, but I want your opinion.
Yeah, the reason is I got a bunch of friends and my son, and you know they go out and they're the type of people that like to find a steady girlfriend or something like that, and they would go out and you know they would find one, and then next thing you know they wouldn't be dating no more. They'd be, you know, a week later they'd be dating someone else, or at the same time dating, and it's kind of like, you know, my son said, you know, he said, Dad, he said, this seems like everybody's just looking for just a weekend pass or something like that, and then it just kept clicking the more he talked, and then it's like, you know, that's about right. Everybody's looking for, you know, a 3-day romance.
I kind of wonder how you would write it during the oil spill, but we're not going to go there.
We'll just say it just, if it was during the oil spill, it was lubricating.
It would
Yeah,
stick.
there you go.
It would stick to you. The first song that's coming up is called, and we've actually aired this one before. It's called TNT. Love that sound.
Yeah, that's a good song. I call it TNT. When I registered that song with BMI, it's actually called I Can't Love You. And I started calling it TNT, and next thing you know, everybody was, because of course it's a shorter title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And,
big
you know,
time.
people started screaming TNT, and it's like, you know, it's in the song, but it's not the name of it. But that's what we started calling. That's what our albums, and when we go out, people like to request it by TNT, and we announce it as TNT.
I'll tell you, the rocking sound of that though, Ron, you can see why TNT fits it good.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Well, for those out there right now, you're actually going to see right now what we're talking about. So sit back, relax. Here's TNT by Southbound Train. Soundbound Train? I'll get my mouth working and the teeth set properly. So enjoy.
I see the foreman's face on every nail I drive. About the Johnny paycheck, this 9 to 5. Cause you just called on my cell phone, and I can tell by your voice what you got on. TNT, soaked in gasoline. When I can't love you like I love to. When I can't be there, running my fingers through your hair. I get in a bad mood, I can't hold you too soon. Girl, I'm hurting for your touch. There's no telling what I'll do when I can't can't love you like I love to. Cars stacked up on this highway, construction blocking the left 2 lanes. Look out shoulder, here I come. I'm leveling cones like a son of a gun. I punch that gas, I'm a dangerous man. When I can't love you like I love to, when I can't be there chasing you upstairs, I get in a bad mood, I can't hold you too soon. Girl, I'm hungry for your kiss. There's no telling what I'll do when I can't love you. Yeah, when I can't love you like I love to, baby, all I see is you in satin sheets. I get in a bad mood, I can't get home too soon. Oh, when I walk through that door, there's no telling what we'll do when I can love you like I love to. And I can love you like I love to. Oh, I'm going home. Foot on the gas, running fast, straight to you.
Ron, that was outstanding. I can understand why you guys are considered kick-ass country. So, by the way, who thought of that logo with the train and the stars and bars?
You talking about the logo with the smoke and stuff coming out?
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah, your
got the
southbound
locomotive
train
and everything.
logo.
Oh, that I did.
That's outstanding.
I thought of that logo, and there's an artist in Branson, and I told him what I was looking for, and he said, I think I might know what you're talking about. And so me and him got together, and I come up with it. I come up with the train busting through the Confederate and the American flag.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, I get a lot of compliments on that logo.
Yeah, I really like that too. 'Cause I remember back some years ago, my cousin and I, we had a band called Old Number 7. And we used the old steam engine for that with the number 7 on it.
See, I'd have used Jack Daniels with the 7.
Yeah, well, that's why we had to drop it, because Jack Daniels had the copyright on Old Number 7 or something like that. And I'm saying,
Right,
well,
yeah.
we're not telling people to come get drunk. We're telling them to come take a ride on the train.
Hey, there's a couple groups around here. I went by one night by one of the bars, and it's kind of funny because where I live, grew up at Harrison's, about 20 minutes from here, and it was a wet county up until 2 years ago. It was a wet county all my life, and I was going to town one day, and it was just beer for sale, and it's like, wow, there's beer for sale, and it's something that I still haven't got used to. So a place where they put a venue, it was like free shots, free beer tonight only. Well, come to find out, that was the name of 2 local groups. Well, let me tell you, it drew. I started laughing because I bet it drew a crowd for a while.
Oh, that's too funny. Okay.
I like that.
Before we get to the next song, by the way, is called "My Way Home." But the next thing I want to bring up is a gentleman that you have in your band by the name of Lane McBride.
Uh-huh.
Now, such as yourself, he's had the opportunity to work with individuals such as Gretchen Wilson, Tracy Lawrence, and Bill Evans. How did you guys meet?
Actually, the way I met Chance is we had a guy that was working for us. His name was Steve Brooks, and excellent singer, excellent vocalist. Well, things just didn't work out, so we kind of went our different directions. Which, I mean, we're still good friends. We just come to a disagreement. Mm-hmm. And someone told me about Lane up in Springfield, and I said, really? I said, where's he play? And they said, well, he does like a one-man show every once in a while. So I said, okay. So I looked him up on Facebook, and I found out where he was going to be playing. And I went and listened to him one night, and I thought, I said, he does pretty good. I didn't tell him I was coming or anything. I just found him and went. And started talking to him a little bit and asking if he'd be interested. He said, yeah. So we met, and he sat down and sang a few without, at that time he was just doing like tracks that he had put together and stuff. And we sat down one night with some songs and a guitar, and I asked him to try. Actually, it was Blue Denim Shirt first, and he done it all right. But Blue Denim Shirt's a special song to me, and so is this one you're talking about, My Way Home. But he done a good job, and he had really, really awesome vocals. So that's how I brought him. Had him told some people I wanted him, to come rehearse with us and check him out. They said okay. So the first 2 or 3 rehearsals is I had a couple guys in the band that was kind of balking, and I said no. I said we're not going to balk. I said he's got great vocals. I said he's just a little nervous, and kind of find out that's what it was. He was just nervous. He was just worried too much of what everybody was going to say.
Right.
And I finally got him to chill down, and he started doing great. I mean, he really did. He's a great kid. He used to be in a praise and worship band. Done really good in it. But he was a DJ when Gretchen Wilson. Her real name is Gretchen Peters, is what Gretchen Wilson's real name is. She worked right over here in Branson. She was growing up working in Branson while she was driving back and forth to Nashville with John when he got her started in the music business of Big and Rich. And but a lot of people don't know. If you look her up on Wikipedia, you can see Gretchen Peters. But then that's how he was working with her. And Gretchen's not into music anymore. She don't do country music. She writes music. She writes Christian music. And that's all she does. She don't want anything else to do with getting back up on the stage again.
Well, since you brought up, and I brought it up before you, My Way Home, can you give us just a little bit about that song?
Okay, my Way Home, it was written basically when my mom passed. I wasn't a wild kid when I was growing up. I'm not going to say I was any angel. I wouldn't get in any trouble that involved me going to jail. I wasn't one to drink and drive. I would go drink during the weekend, and wherever I was at, that's where I would stay for the weekend with my feet sticking out my pickup or whatever. I wouldn't drive. But I never did get home on time, it seemed like. I didn't, there's a couple times I made wrong choices in my life to where I should have went and done something else when I didn't. I done something else. I mean, nothing really bad, but it wasn't what my mom really, what she thought, I should be doing.
Right.
But she always left the door unlocked. And that's where I come up with the light on. It didn't really matter what I did, if I, didn't do and I stayed out all night or whatever. No matter what I'd done, I knew I can always go home.
Right.
And that's where I got the inspiration and idea for that song.
Yeah, listening to that, I felt it was really a spiritual song about a loved one. The way you put it, it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's, well, thank you. It means a lot. That's the second song now the one that Blue Denim Shirt, that's the one that really hits home. That's the one that our record label just got through releasing.
Well, that's coming up. That's coming up as number 4. So, we're gonna get to Primitive Man before we get to Blue Denim Shirt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for you out there, here's Ron Hutton, Southbound Train, performing My Way Home. Enjoy.
To look at me, you wouldn't call me wild, but in my heart lives a prodigal child, a stubborn kid who thinks he knows it all. Still you give me your hand each time I fall. Yeah, I've been lame, lost and lonely, far from the only peace I've known. Yet each dark night that I'm gone, you leave the light on so I can find my way home. Seems no matter how far I do stray, you let me know each morning's a new day. One more chance to put the past behind, to follow you, heart, soul, and mind. Yeah, I've been lame, lost, and lonely, far from the only peace I've known. Yet each dark night that I'm gone, you leave the light on so I can find my way home. The times I'm so embarrassed, I wanna run and hide my face. You lift my chin and smile and heal me with your grace. Yeah, I've been lame, lost and lonely, far from the only peace I've known. Yet each dark night that I'm gone, you leave the light on so I can find my way home. From the years I've blown, from the seeds I've sown, from this heart of stone, so I can find my way home.
Ron, you have at least 3 more individuals in your band. You got Michael Mad Mike, is it Manward?
No, it's Maynard.
Maynard.
Mike Maynard.
I got the spelling as Manoiord. How's that, Maynard?
That it's the way you pronounce it. Maynard.
Okay.
Well, it's Nord, Maynard.
And I guess he used to be into heavy rock music, I presume.
Oh yeah, the heavy metal.
Yeah, well, now it's my understanding how it was written out is that I guess he was in his bedroom playing Metallica and Ozzy. For those who don't know who Ozzy is, that's Ozzy Osbourne. That's me see Iron Man and Black Sabbath and the whole 9 yards. That's back in my days before I switched over to country music myself.
And Mom and Daddy be telling him to turn it down.
Turn that crap down. So, and once you play some country music, so I guess he took to heart. But did he actually talk to Judas Priest and swore that he was never going to play country music?
That's what he says. He's always said that. Yep, that's what he says.
Well, I guess that's going to tie right into my next question. The next song that's coming up is called Primitive Man. I mean, you have to tie 1 and 1 to get 2, folks, okay? Bear with me. So, okay, can you tell us a little bit about Primitive Man?
Yeah, Primitive Man, I got the idea from that since one of the stupidest songs I ever wrote, but it's got a catchy beat to it. Cause
it's got a kick.
Up in the Dakotas, they already got their own dance for it. But I wrote that song one night. There was some women sitting out in the audience, and they thought they was better than everybody else, I guess is what I thought. And I asked them to dance, and one of them said something about, no, not with that beard and that hair. You look like some old guy that crawled out of the woods or something. And I thought, okay, and then I just started thinking from then on. Probably about a month or 2 later, I wrote that song.
Yeah.
That's what inspired me to write it, though.
Well, okay, for you guys, for anyone that's actually watching our show, here's Primitive Man by the Southbound Train and Ron Hutton in person. Enjoy.
Popping like a bear, hibernating in its cage. But pardon my appearance, I've had no interference until now. I never wanted to shade, but I clean up good, believe it or not. If you wanna talk, pull up a rock. Yeah, I'm a primitive man, I don't need much. Food, fire, and a woman's touch. Warm by the sun, cool by the rain. Gunning for pleasure, but I'm running from pain. And I hope that you understand, I'm a truck driving easy right along my primitive man. So if you want a chance, maybe we could romance it, 'cause I really like having you around. Then you think you love me, try to look above me, even though my knuckles do drag the ground. Cause me makes you really hot. Me could really love you a lot. I'm a primitive man, I don't need much. Food, fire, and a woman's touch. Warm by the sun, cool by the rain. Gunning for pleasure, but I'm running from pain. And I hope that you understand, I'm a truck driving easy right along by the primitive man. Warmed by the sun, cooled by the rain. Gunning for pleasure, but I'm running from pain. And I hope that you understand, I'm a truck driving law-abiding primitive man. Yeah, I'm a primitive man, I don't need much. Food, fire, and a woman's touch. Warmed by the sun, cooled by the rain. Gunning for pleasure, but I'm running from pain. And I hope that you understand,
the next song that's coming up is, and we had talked about it earlier just a little bit, Blue Denim Shirt, and we don't want you getting all choked up like you said that it was going to work you up. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Blue Denim Shirt was based on, well, it was a true story. It was when I was younger. I think I was 18, and I met her. It's kind of like the first love of your life kind of thing, growing up. And we was together a couple of years, and we done just about everything together. We never did fight, argue, or anything like that. And it was in April one year, which was the same month I was born in, my birthday. And her and her mom went to town, and I didn't think nothing about it because her dad, Donald, was the one that was teaching me how to fish and stuff, and I just lived right down the road. And so anyway, I come up there and sitting there talking. Donald said they went to town, said they'd be back before long. I said, all right. Well, make a long story short, they got hit by another car, and it killed both of them. It killed her instantly. Her mom died about a day or two later. And it just kind of like felt like it took my whole world away. One of them kind of things. And after the funeral that night, I went back and I actually, was sitting on the grave when I wrote the song. And it's written a long time ago, but I just actually brought it back, started doing it, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago.
It'll definitely put a tear in your eye. I'm just listening to you right now. I'm getting teary-eyed.
But it's one of them things that happens, but it don't make it no easier.
Right.
But it's one of them. But that's how that song was. Yeah, and then I told one of my players that was with me at the time. He's still with me, Phil, the guitar player, was in the studio, and Tommy Overstreet produced that album too. He's in the studio, and I said something to Phil about it. And he asked me the meaning, and he said, "Man, don't tell him." He said, "Don't tell him till after we're done cutting." He said he won't be able to cut it. And sure enough, I waited, and after we got through, and I told him it was good. That sounded great. We got what we wanted, and he said, "Yeah." And then he come back in, and he hit me on the back. He said, "Why didn't you tell me why you wrote that song?" And I said, "Well," I was asked to wait, tell you after you got through doing it. He said, "What Phil just told me." And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm glad you did." And he said, "Because I couldn't get through it."
Wow.
And when we went out and played a few times after that, he couldn't sing it on stage anymore for a while.
Well, here's Blue Denim Shirt, Southbound Train, and Ron Hutton. Enjoy.
Going through some things last night I haven't used in years. I came across my old denim shirt, the one you used to wear. You would bring me breakfast in bed, then I'd be late for work. I'd leave you wearing a sleepy smile in my old blue denim shirt. I remember that blue denim shirt slipping off your shoulders, the feel of cotton on your arms when I'd reach out to hold you. Times were hard, but side by side we made it through the worst. And nothing came between us but my old blue denim shirt. All that I could offer you was a shirt right off my back. say we've come too far, and I wonder about that. We get by anything we need, but tell me, what is it all worth? When the best thing that I ever had came in my old blue denim shirt. I remember that blue denim shirt slipping off your shoulders, the feel of cotton on your arms when I'd reach out to hold you. Times were hard, but side by side we made it through the worst, and nothing came between us but my old blue denim shirt. Lately we've been guilty of not putting first things first. I'll call in sick if you just put on my old blue denim shirt.
Now, the next person that I'll bring up, says he's not there either. Phil Pearson. Is his nickname Freebird?
Yep.
I was trying to figure that one out, but he's had the. He's actually, according to this, he's played with Southern Comfort, Gordon Lightfoot, and various gospel groups.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How did you guys meet? It just happened.
Actually, he was living in Texas. There was an agent that I was using out of Texas that was booking us at the time, and I needed a guitar player. I needed a better one at that time, and so I asked her one day. I said, "Hey," I said, "my guitar player said he's not going to be able to make a couple of these gigs." I said, "Do you know of anybody else looking for a job?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, gave me Phil Pearson's name, and I called him and talked to him, and he said, "Well," he said, "Sure." He said, "I can fly up there if you got some, some gigs or something. Give me a couple weeks work and see how it goes." And I said, "Okay." So that's what I done, and he's been with me for 7 years now.
That's cool.
That's outstanding. But the next song that's coming up has nothing to do with Phil, so it's going to be a little off track kind of a thing. It's a drinking song called "Bottoms Up." How did you come up with that one? Or I don't really have to ask, but I just want to know.
I was sitting in a chair thinking one day about well, actually, I was by a swimming pool, and there was some girls there.
Been there, done that, haven't we?
Yeah.
It was like, I'll just be honest with you, there's a few of them bent over on one end, and I thought, damn, I said, wouldn't that look good on a poster?
Thank God the wives weren't with us.
Then I had a girlfriend at the time that just didn't think I could make it without her. She was a school teacher, and she thought that if she left, I wouldn't be able to find anybody or anything. And so I tried her one day. I decided I was going to break up with her, and I had a blast. I mean, I went down to the beach, down to Daytona actually during bike week, and I just had a blast down there, and like, I don't need her at all, so that's what inspired that song.
It'd be like, "Cheers, bottoms up."
Yeah, there you go. I said, "This is for you," and I was thinking, yeah, and you thought I needed you. Here you go. And that's one thing related to another, and that's where it went.
Well, for all you out there, bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Enjoy.
It was much too cold in Montana, so I flew down to a warmer atmosphere. Now I'm sitting on the beach in South Miami, sucking down my umpteen millionth beer. I've been thinking about what you told me, how it killed me the night you said goodbye. I hope you're happy with your new life. Don't worry about me, I'll be alright. Here's a toast to you and this heart you broke into. As I take a look around, I raise my cup. Cheers to being free and these girls surrounding me, tanning in the sand, bottoms up. There's nothing like a change of scenery to help mend an aching heart. Between the cold beer and string bikinis, they keep me from falling apart. So here's a toast to you and this gorgeous ocean view. As I take a look around, I raise my cup. Cheers to being free and these girls surrounding me, tanning in the sand, bottoms up. I came down here to drown my sorrow. Man, I hope I'm still heartbroken tomorrow. So here's a toast to you and butterfly tattoos. As I take a look around, I raise my cup. I say cheers to being free and these girls surrounding me, tanning in the sand, bottoms up. Hey, I propose a cheer, bottoms up.
Now, let me see.
We
We are back. I think we're coming down towards the last song, but we're not going to talk about that one yet. I think we missed somebody in your band. David, is it? Pronounce the last name.
I wished I could.
Casaldo.
I was hoping you could, since she's from up in your area.
Isn't it Casaldo?
Casaldo or something of that nature. And David, if you're going to be watching this, we're sorry. But he's another individual, supposedly played with some noted individuals, War, John Maynard, Steve Kamash, Blues Traveler, members of the Grateful Dead, and the band.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
He plays a 6-string bass. He plays a 6-string bass. He plays the stand-up bass. He plays the acoustic bass. Really, he's majored in music in school and college in the past. I can see him being a Grateful Dead follower. He just got that look. Really nice guy, but he's just got that John Lennon look. The round glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't say much, but he's good at what he does.
Well, it's going to fit in. It will fit in with the last song coming up. It's a honky tonk style type of song, if I'm not mistaken, the way it sounded, and it's called "It Ain't Done Yet."
Oh yeah. Yeah, I ain't broke, I ain't done, so I ain't done yet. I ain't broke.
Now was that
drunk, so
that
I
wasn't
ain't done
recorded?
yet.
Now that wasn't recorded on a back porch or a front porch, was it?
No, actually it was, that one was sitting in the bar in
You were right.
Mandan, North Dakota, about 104 miles south of Minot.
I mean, it didn't have that what you call the ultimate professional cut. It was like, come on, people, we can sit down. We're just going to jam, and then exactly how it sounded.
That's how it was done.
And it sounded great.
Yeah, it did.
That's how it was done. And that actually got inspired. I thought about that song about the guy that owned the bar that we was playing in was drunk and he fell off his stool. It's like, but he got back, he got up and he said, then he ordered another one, and I said, well, I don't guess he's done yet. And then we all just started writing the song, and I started it off, and we just started writing it. And we said, well, why don't we just do it? So
There you
we
go.
done it through the mics there at the bar. I mean, just sit down and start doing it.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
write it as you go along.
So at this time, we want you guys out there, whoever's watching the show, to jam right along. Call It Ain't Done Yet, but a southbound train. Enjoy.
Well, I tried to quit this bottle, Lord knows 1,000 times. But every time I lay that bottle down, you're right back on my mind. Well, I'm right back in here drinking, and there's one thing that you can't bet. I ain't broke, I ain't drunk, and I ain't done yet. No, I ain't broke, I ain't drunk, so I ain't done yet. No. If you thought you'd seen hell raising, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. And when this night is over, I need to lay down and give me some rest. 'Cause I ain't broke, I ain't drunk, so I ain't done yet. That's right. Well, tonight I dropped it for a sip or two, ate a tab and nothing more. Right when I laid my money down, my ex walked through that door. She was hanging on to every cowboy, swapped tongues with everyone she met. I said, hey, bartender, let's have another round, 'cause it looks like I ain't done yet. No, I ain't broke, I ain't drunk, so I ain't done yet. No. If you thought you seen rebel rousing, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. And when this night is over, I need to lay down and give me some rest. But I ain't drunk, I ain't broke, so I ain't done yet. Yeah, tonight I might give me a DUI, spend the night in the county jail. But I ain't broke, I ain't drunk, and I ain't done yet. No, I ain't drunk, I ain't broke, so I ain't done yet.
Well, yeah, it's been a fun day.
Yes, it has. I got to agree with you there.
And my clock still isn't working on the wall, so we really can't tell what time it is at this moment.
Well, do you know what time you started?
5 o'clock.
An hour ago.
It's about 30 seconds away from the hour, or 6 o'clock right now.
About an hour ago, give or take.
That's,
But
I was
at this
about to
time,
say, you're just a few seconds from 6.
yeah, well, at this time, we got a bid, sayonara, good day, later, adios, all that to Mr. Ron Hutton from Southbound Train. But before we go, Mr. Hutton,
Yeah.
we may have individuals that might want to look you up as far as your music is concerned. Where can we send them? Other than the Missouri, but
Yeah. Other than Branson, Missouri.
other than Branson.
Yeah,
They probably
southboundtrain.rocks.
Oh, let me write that down. You got a pen? You don't have pencil. You don't have pencil. You do have pencil.
I do.
I'm stuttering. Southboundtrain.rocks.
Yep, that's it. No .com or nothing, just southboundtrain.rocks. Takes you to our website.
Thank God. I would have. Nobody would get there.
What kind of rocks is that?
I don't know. I hope someday they turn into diamonds.
There you go. I like that. All right, southboundtrain.rocks with an S.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got it.
Now, would you like any parting words before we part?
I'd just like to say I hope everybody enjoys the music when they go and listen to it, and everybody come up and say hi when we play out that direction that has seen this.
Oh, you know you're going to have to call us when you do.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely call you and let you know when we come that way.
And you
We're
do know
fixing
that
to
you're
do
going
this tour with Ricochet.
Well, and you do know that you're going to have to tell Sue that we actually talked.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to tell her that.
Yeah, so it doesn't bug me. So, I mean, from Ron and myself, OmnTV, we want to thank you for allowing us into your home at this time.
Oh, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity of being in your home.
Now, we do hope in the future that if you have another EP coming out, give us a chance to get another interview out of you,
Oh, I sure will.
Yeah, absolutely.
especially with the band.
Yeah, that's...
That's working.
I apologize for Lane not being here, but he's kind of, his cart vehicle's tore up, and he was kind of dependent on a ride to get him here, and
Well,
to be honest, I just got too busy today, and the time just got away, and he lives about, up and back's about an hour or so.
okay, so tell him his pay is docked. So
Yeah, I tell him, matter of fact, I told him a while ago, I said, I'll take this. I said, I'll get this. Don't worry, I got it covered. And I said, don't worry about your next paycheck. I said, I'll get it to you when I can.
okay, well, this is where we have to say good night, y'all. Have a good time. No, I want you to have a great night and a safe week.
Be good, be healthy, and thank you for coming on board with,
Ron
for
Hutton
me and Bobby
and Ron
and
Hutton.
Ron Hutton and Southbound Train. Hope you enjoyed the ride. God bless. Have a good night.
Good night.
Everybody's looking for a temporary romance. No last names, no phone numbers, no strings attached. Nobody is looking for love, just 2 nights and 3 fun-filled days. A little Gulf Coast getaway. Come on, y'all. Woo. The bar closed up and the party moved out to the sand. We got a bonfire blazing as the waves came crashing in. Yeah, and Jimmy played Buffett on an old 6-string guitar, while me and Wendy, what's her name, are kissing underneath the stars. Everybody's